Let's see here. Hello, Deborah. I'm just trying to get this to where I can share it on my Facebook so people know I'm live. We copy there. Deborah, where are you watching from? Paste and boom. Good morning, James. Merry Christmas time to y'all. Good morning. House Cave, New York. Okay, I was thinking New York. All right. Well, it's that weekend, isn't it? It's Friday, but it's Christmas Friday. How's House Caves, New York? Are they seeing any weather yet? Thank you, Deborah. Thank you very much. I'm gonna have the whole. I'm gonna have both kids here. I'm excited about that. My daughter flies in tonight from the West Coast. And my son and his fiance will be here on Sunday night for Christmas Eve dinner. I'm going to smoke a prime rib on the Weber. So that'll be fun. It's like 26, hardly any snow. Well, that's terrible. New York needs snow, right? Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Oh, it doesn't show signs of stopping, and I brought some corn for popping. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Oh, there's more. Stand by. Where's the rest of it? Dadgummit, I thought I had this all organized. I found it. Stand by. Pretend like this is just a long musical interlude. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I'll hate going out in the storm. But if you really hold me tight, well, all the way home I'll be warm. Oh, the fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbying. Since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I'll hate going out in the storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. Oh, the fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbying. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow in House Cave, New York. Oh my goodness, look at us all here. This year flew by, right? Trevor, hello. I just saw your message. Very nice. Thank you very much. Merry Christmas to you and yours. Um, uh, we need snow though. I mean, we're not going to get anything here in Tennessee. I think it's going to be like 62 degrees here today. But it has been a little cold. Trevor, I'm looking forward to seeing you in a couple of months. Trevor's coming to Taranaki, New Zealand from Australia to come out for the Taranaki Country Music Festival where I'm headlining. They're going to have rain in Australia. Yeah, we'll probably get a little wetness too. I'm not too sure what we're expecting. I should probably pay attention to that since I'm smoking a chunk of meat. You know, last year was a fustercluck, and this year's even worse. Now the Yuletide is upon us for whatever that is worth. And the schedule's packed with parties, and the invites are divine. But how about we RSVP, politely decline? And let's just get drunk and naked this Christmas. That's a perfect thing for you and me to do. I guarantee our family won't miss us. I'm betting that they'll all be drinking too. Honey, draw the shade so the neighbors don't have to see us chase each other around that shiny tree. Let's just get drunk and naked this Christmas and have ourselves a happy holiday. You know your dad's never liked me and my mama's still in jail. That's not true, my mom's not in jail. And our family's a crazy train jumping off the rail. All our friends want to do is argue politics, vaccines, and such. So I'm thinking, how about we just say no, thank you very much. And let's just get drunk and naked this Christmas. That's a perfect thing for you and me to do. I guarantee our family won't miss us. I'm betting that they'll all be drinking too. Honey, draw the shade so the neighbors don't have to see us chase each other around that shiny tree. Let's just get drunk and naked this Christmas and have ourselves a happy holiday. And have ourselves a happy holiday. Fa la 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 la. What do we got here? I see Sandra's on. Sandra, good morning from Farmington, Tennessee. Nice to see you. Thank you very much. I will let Jennifer know you wished her a Merry Christmas as well. Very cool. Very cool. Nice to see y'all here. Trevor says the wife is just getting up. I didn't tell you her name, which is Kathy. She's listening too. Well, hello, Kathy. Happy Christmas to you. I hope Let's Just Get Drunk and Naked for Christmas isn't the first thing you've ever heard from me, Kathy, because that's, in that case, I'm very sorry that was your first impression. So you guys, our coffee machine took a dump this week. So Santa brought us a new coffee machine, and this one, we got fancy. This one has a milk frother, so now my coffee has frothed milk in it. So I'm feeling pretty like I may have to give up on Honky Tonk and go to symphonic music now that I'm drinking all this fancy stuff. My office, you really can't tell. This is my music room in my office, but this time of year it becomes wrapping central. So I've spent the last few nights wrapping presents, stacking them up. Stacking them up, not putting them under the tree, you say. Why not? Well, because I have a dang puppy, and the puppy is eating the tree. The tree is much less than the tree it was 2 weeks ago when we brought it home. The dog just keeps eating from the bottom up. And I don't know, the puppy, I should say. The dogs aren't doing it, but the puppy is. So hopefully she'll grow out of this by next year. Or else I don't know what we're going to do. We'll get a tabletop tree next year. But I'm going to be singing some Christmas songs. Most of them I wrote. Some I didn't. Well, Brother Bobby got a bike, painted fire engine red. Sister Susie got a scooter and a helmet for her head. Mama got some slippers and a bathrobe to match. Daddy got suspenders and a cool fedora hat. But all I got for Christmas, all I got for Christmas was the blues. Cousin Billy got a sweater and a pair of cowboy boots. Granny got a crossword book and reading glasses too. Granddad got some bourbon, now he's passed out on the couch. The same one I've been sleeping on since my baby threw me out. But all I got for Christmas, all I got for Christmas was the blues. Well, I went to go see Santa Claus, sat down on his knee, said, Santa man, can't you bring my baby back to me? He said, Sonny, now when it come down to that little girl and you, I ain't got nothing in my sack but some real bad news. Ooh. Sat down on his knee, said, Santa man, can't you bring my baby back to me? He said, Sonny, when it come down to that little girl and you, ho, 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 I ain't got nothing in my sack but some bad, bad news. Ooh, I guess I'm just gonna sit down here by the eggnog, drink myself to sleep. The visions of my sugar plum walking out on me. Won't be no dancing round the Christmas tree or singing Silent Night. Only my baby in my arms again can make my season bright. But all I got for Christmas, all I got for Christmas was the blues, yeah. All I got for Christmas, all I got for Christmas was the blues. was the blues. I'll have a blue Christmas without you. I'll be so blue just thinking about you. Decorations of red on a green Christmas tree, and oh, mean a thing, dear, if you're not here with me, and when those blue snowflakes start falling, that's when those blue memories start falling. You'll be doing alright with your Christmas away, but I have a blue Christmas. Oh, thank you, Deborah. Regis Ann, hello. In rehab after shoulders. You know, I had shoulder surgery. That's really hard to say. It always has been for me. Several years ago, and it wasn't fun, Regis Sam. But I'll tell you what, you keep at that PT, and it'll be better than new. I can tell you that. It was worth doing it because it got to where I could hardly move this hand, which isn't good. So good for you for getting the surgery, and I'm wishing you a very speedy recovery. Love your hat, Scott. Very festive in your Christmas songs. Remind me of Marcy Joe's. Yeah, those were good times. We used to have our little shows over there. Now Marcy Joe's meal house, or the meal house is still there, but the bakery has gone away. So that's a bummer. So what are y'all doing for Christmas? We are staying here. Like I said, the kids will be here. Peyton gets in tonight, God willing. Hopefully there's no big, I know it's going to be a crazy travel day, so wishing her a safe and smooth traveling. Everybody say put a prayer up for all those people traveling today. I think it's one of the busiest travel days of the year. Yeah, and then the day after Christmas, we head up to the Smokies for a couple of days. We got a cabin, and that'll be fun. Let's see here. I don't need another Christmas sweater. My dresser drawer is plenty full of socks. And there's no golf club can help me play no better. I don't need another socket wrench for my toolbox. You're the only thing I want for Christmas. Your name's all I wrote on my list. You could make all my holiday wishes come true now if you just say yes. Well, your mom and daddy gave me their permission. Just come right here tonight on bended knee. And if you'd say I will to this here question, girl, I'd light up brighter than that big old Christmas tree. You're the only thing I want for Christmas. Your name's all I wrote on my list. You could make all my holiday wishes come true now if you just say yes. Ah, da, 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 da. Ah, ba, ba, da, 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 da. Well, we'll always remember the snowflake that lingered as my shaking hand put this ring on your finger. Bop, da, bop, bop. You're the only thing I want for Christmas. Your name's all I wrote on my list. You could make all my holiday wishes come true now if you just say yes. Come true now if you just say yes. Thank you, Deborah. That's very sweet. Woo, some good coffee. Good coffee today now that I got that milk frother. My goodness, I'm so fancy. Hey, Larry, you have any snow up there yet? We're all looking for snow. It's a couple of days before Christmas. New York has a little bit of snow. Nashville has no snow. Away in a manger, no crib for a bed. The little Lord Jesus laid down his sweet head. The stars in the sky looked down where he lay. The little Lord Jesus asleep on the hay. The cattle lowing, the poor baby wakes. The little Lord Jesus, no crying he makes. I love thee, Lord Jesus, look down from the sky and stay by my side till morning is nigh. Be near me, Lord Jesus, I ask thee to stay close by me forever and love me, I pray. Bless all the dear children in thy tender care, and take us to heaven to live with thee there. That might be one of my all-time favorite Christmas songs when I was a kid. No snow in Wisconsin. Deborah's field was flooded in New York. Well, that just means watch out for January. January might be really tough one this year. I don't know. What's the almanac saying? I didn't read it this year. What are we hearing? January and February are pretty tough around here, but I'm going to be in New Zealand in February, so I'm excited about that. Everyone moves out of New York. Well, what are we in the mood for? What are we in the mood for Christmas song-wise? I could do... let's see here. We were sitting on the couch, snow falling down, outside on a December day. TV weatherman was saying, y'all should just stay in. There's a polar vortex coming our way. Not yet though, right? My wife said it's time for Christmas shopping, I guess. You got an idea or two I can put on my list? Well, I thought for a minute, then I said with a grin, I want a sunburn for Christmas. I want some sand in my boots. I'm gonna watch the sun sinking down while I'm drinking a rum drink with umbrellas and fruits. I want a Trevor Palapa for you and me, mama, chilling with a bucket of beer. Oh, sunburn for Christmas, that's all I want this year. Oh, we've been a-freezing like Eskimos, baby, why don't we go plan a little island escape? No spending, fighting crowds at the mall, and just think of all the cash we'll save on gift wrap and tape. We'll just book a couple tickets and pack up a bag. Don't forget bikinis in your big floppy hat. We'll build a Sandman named Frosty. What you think about that? I want a sunburn for Christmas. I want some sand in my boots. I want to watch the sun sinking down while I'm drinking a rum drink with umbrellas and fruits. I bought a private palapa for you and me, mama, chilling with a bucket of beer. Oh, a sunburn for Christmas, that's all I want this year. Yeah, private palapa for you and me, mama, clothing optional up in here. A sunburn for Christmas, it's all I want this year. Oh, a sunburn for Christmas, it's all I want this year. Ah, da la 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 la. Ah, na 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 na. New Zealand, yes, Sandra. I will be going to headline at the Taranaki Country Music Festival in Waitara, New Zealand. I know I'm saying all of that wrong. And then I got a few more shows, and my daughter's coming with me, and we're just gonna go do some traveling around, see some things that we want to see. Larry says, I just received my first passport a couple weeks ago. Maybe I should look into New Zealand. It's unlikely, but I can always dream. Yeah, I tell you, New Zealand has always been New Zealand. I shouldn't say always. I didn't know diddly squat about New Zealand until the Lord of the Rings movies, and then I was just blown away. I thought, how are they doing all these great sceneries and all this amazing backdrops? That all has to be computer generated. But it turns out, no, it's just New Zealand is freaking gorgeous. So I'm very, very excited. And my daughter and I are both Lord of the Rings nerds, Tolkien nerds, The Hobbit and all that. So we're very excited. By the way, I'm wearing my I Double Dog Dare You t-shirt. Can you see that? Ralphie and his friend sticking their tongue, kid sticking his tongue on the pole. South Island is beautiful. Yeah, I'm afraid I'm going to be spending most of the time in the North Island. But we're gonna try to hit as much of it as we can. As much as we can. Grandma got run over by a reindeer walking home from our house Christmas Eve. You could say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe. She'd been drinking too much eggnog, and we begged her not to go, but she forgot her medication, so she stumbled out the door into the snow. When we found her Christmas morning at the scene of the attack, she had hoof marks on her forehead and incriminating claws marks on her back. Grandma got run over by a reindeer walking home from our house Christmas Eve. You could say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe. Now we're all so proud of Grandpa. He's been taking this so well. See him in there watching football, playing cards and drinking beer with Cousin Mel. It's not Christmas without Grandpa, Grandma, and all the families dressed in black. And we all can't help but wonder, should we open up her gifts or send them back? Ba-da-da. Grandma got run over by a reindeer walking home from our house Christmas Eve. You can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe. Now the goose is on the table and the pudding made of fig, and the blue and silver candle that just would have matched the shade on Grandma's wig. I've told all my friends and neighbors, better watch out for yourselves. They should never give a license to a man who rides a sleigh and plays with elves. Ah-dow-dow. Grandma got run over by a reindeer walking home from our house Christmas Eve. You can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe. Grandma got run over by a reindeer walking home from our house Christmas Eve. You can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe. You can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe. Yes, yes, such a great sentimental Christmas song. Of course, written by my buddy, Mr. Randy Brooks. The man, the myth. Next Friday, I'm on vacation. Well, I'm not on vacation, but it's kind of a holiday week. So next weekend, I'll have extra happy coffee. So that always makes me extra happy. Oh, let's see here. What else is going on? Oh, my wooden sheriff's gun video. Have you all seen the wooden sheriff's gun video here on YouTube? Please check it out. It's the animated version. We have 8,078,000,000 and change people on this planet. And my wooden sheriff's gun video has been viewed less than 500 times. So that means there's still a few people that could see it. So what would be great, thank you, Deborah, thank you. What would be great is if you've seen it and you like it, share it. Put it on your Facebook page. Put it on your Instagram or your X, your Twitter, and let your friends see it this year. If you have not seen it, then by all means go see it, and then do all those other things I just said. Share it. That's how you help us indie folks. And of course, Granny used to Honky Tonk has been doing great. We have crossed over the 45,000 viewers number, which is just incredible for a little old indie guy like me. If you look at most of us indie artists, if our videos, we get excited when we cross 1,000 viewers, much less 45,000. So absolutely love that song. I've seen it. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you. See it, share it, tell the world about it. 8,078,000,000 people in this world, and we have under 500 viewers. So watching this video. So I'm counting on y'all to share it. That'll be my Christmas miracle, is to get over 500 in the next few minutes. Trevor, you have watched and shared and played the last 3 weeks. Thank you very much. Rotorua and Lake Taupo, must see. One of the things I just heard about from a friend of mine, David Dickerson. He's an admiral in the Navy, or was. He's retired now. Old school buddy of mine. But anyways, I digress. He was telling me about cave tubing in New Zealand. So I'm very excited about this. We're going to go see Hobbiton, I know that. But cave tubing, my daughter and I love kayaking and anything to do in the water. But this cave tubing sounds pretty amazing. You go into caves where there's glowworms, and I don't know. I'm pretty stoked about that. So we'll probably get in there and do that. So that's exciting. I don't know. She comes home tonight. We'll start doing our planning. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight. That's right. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, our troubles will be miles away. Here we are as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Through the years we all will be together, if the fates allow. Until then we'll have to muddle through somehow. And have yourself a merry little Christmas now. the fates allow. Hang a shining star upon the highest bough, and have yourself a merry little Christmas now. Christmas now. That's another one of my faves. Rotorua is hot springs, etc. Cool, cool. Very cool. I'll check it out. I'll check it out. You know Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen. You know, we watched Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I think we probably talked about this. I talk about it every year. When I was a kid, I loved watching Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. It's a great show. I love the Abominable Snowman, Yukon Jack, or whatever, Cornelius. Yukon Cornelius, and then the kid, that little elf that wanted to be a dentist. Loved all of it. As an adult, watching Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, I just get so angry. I do. I'm thinking, Santa is a jerk. Santa is being an absolute jerk to Rudolph and to the dad. And the dad's being a jerk, covering up his kid's nose and making him talk like, I'm cute, I'm cute. Come on. Santa, do better. Come on, what happened to... Santa knows that we're God's children, that makes everything right. So jump into bed and cover up your head, 'cause Santa Claus comes tonight. All right, so Santa's loves everybody, right? Not if you got a red nose, then you're useless unless you're not useless. And then all of a sudden, you're just a user, Santa. Then you're very opportunistic. And I got a lot of problems with that. But anyways, regardless, you know Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen. But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all? Oh, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer had a very shiny nose. And if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names like Dum-Dum. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. Oh, but then one foggy Christmas Eve, then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, now I need you, so won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Santa. Then how the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, you'll go down in history. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da-ba-da-da-ba, ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba, ba-ba-do-do-dee-do-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-da-down. Well, and then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then how the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee, yippee, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, you'll go down in history. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, you'll go down in history. Hey, look who's here. Merry Christmas, Jeanette. We were just talking about how terrible everybody was to Rudolph. The ones you wouldn't expect them to be terrible to the kid and to their reindeer. Of course, Santa and the dad. Was it Donner? Was Donner the father of Rudolph? I forget. But what's more Rudolph here? Out of all the reindeer, you know you're the mastermind. Run, run, Rudolph, Santa's running May behind. Run, run, Rudolph, Santa's gotta make it to town. Santa, tell him, hurry, tell him he can take a freeway down. Run, run, Rudolph, I'm reading like a merry-go-round. Said Santa to the poor child, what have you been longing for? All I want for Christmas is a rock and roll electric guitar. Then away went a Rudolph, flying like a shooting star. Well, run, run, Rudolph, Santa's gotta make it to town. Santa, make him hurry, tell him he can take a freeway down. Run, run, Rudolph, I'm reading like a merry-go-round. Round and round. Said Santa to the girl child, what would please you most to get? She said, I want a little baby dolly who can cry, sleep, drink, and wet. Yeah. Then away went a Rudolph, shooting like a saber jet, a jet and a jet and a go. Run, run, Rudolph, Santa gotta make it to town. Santa, make him hurry, tell him he can take a freeway down. Run, run, Rudolph, I'm reading like a merry-go-round. Well, run, run, Rudolph. Run, run, Rudolph. Run, run, Rudolph. Run, run, Rudolph. Run, run, Rudolph, I'm reading like a merry-go-round. All right, that's all the Rudolphs. That's all the reindeer songs I got. That's all I got. That's it. Thank you, Jeanette. Thank you. Now you're learning much. Stay the Snowman. Is that a G? Diane's here. I'd like to wish you, Jen and family, and everyone else listening a peaceful, happy Christmas. Scott, enjoy the Smokies, and thank you for being here every week. We appreciate you. Well, I appreciate you, my friend. Thank you very much. Thank you for all your support this year. Diane, I think, probably shares my stuff more than anybody I see out there with all these different DJs and music sites, and I really appreciate that. So wishing you and Brian the happiest of Christmases. And my friend Glenn Mitchell's playing in the UK right now. So maybe catch one of his shows. Him and Sarah Beth are out there playing. He's in town seeing his grandbabies and hanging out with his family for Christmas as well. So pretty cool. Grandbabies. Wouldn't that be nice? Who here has grandbabies? I want grandbabies so bad. But my kid isn't married yet. He's getting married in October. And my daughter, she's probably, I don't even know that she's dating anybody right now. I don't know. I don't know. That's all I want for Christmas. All I want for Christmas are some grandbabies, grandbabies, grandbabies. Deborah has one great grandson. Wow. Now, are you saying that you have one grandson that's exceptional? Or are you saying that you have a son of a grandson, a great grandson? I'm which is it? Because if you just have an exceptional one grandson, that's very cool. Kids grow too fast. I don't know. I think they grow up just the right amount of time, because I was ready for them to move out when they did. Sandra has two precious grandchildren. Very nice, very nice. He's my son's kid's baby. Okay, so it is a great grandson. All right. Let's do this one, shall we? He was a lawman in Texas, and he always got his man. The year was 1883, snow was falling Christmas Eve, and the trail was closing in. He knew he'd find his runner in that patch of trees, probably scared to death and just about to freeze. But I came out hands up in the air with a grin from ear to ear, and I was holding a wooden sheriff's gun. I was holding a wooden sheriff's gun. I said, I'm sorry for the goose chase. I couldn't go to jail until I got this done. And I know you've heard it all before, sir, but could you please take this to my son? He's a good boy, the only thing I've done right, and he still believes that magic comes on Christmas night. And when he wrote to Sandy Claus, the only thing that he asked for was a wooden sheriff's gun. Was a wooden sheriff's gun. Silent night, holy night, that lawman had me dead to right, but he said it's a 2-day ride back to jail. Maybe we could stop and you could give it to the boy yourself on the way. Well, my wife burst into tears when I walked through that door, and that little boy, he jumped right into my arms. I introduced the lawman to my family. He said, pleased to meet you, but we can't stay long. But my wife said, you both look half frozen from the cold, and I'll have Christmas dinner on the table for you know. And that little boy, he ran all around with a grin from ear to ear when I handed him his wooden sheriff's gun. When I handed him his wooden sheriff's gun. Silent night, holy night, that lawman had me dead to rights, but he sat down at our table and broke bread. And And when he offered to say grace, well, we all bowed down our head and said a prayer. Our bellies full, boots are dry, it's time to hit the trail. I saddled up my horse for one last ride. My wife packed some food and held me tight, not wanting to let go. And the lawman looked my son right in the eyes. He said, we'll be gone for a while, me and your dad. And we still got a lot of bad guys left to catch. And then he pulled the star right off his vest and he gave it to my son. He said, you need a badge to draw a wooden sheriff's gun. Boy, you need a badge to draw a wooden sheriff's gun. Silent night, holy night, that lawman had me dead to right. When he locked me up, I proudly shook his hand, because he gave me one more night to be a dad and a hero to my son, with a wooden sheriff's gun. The silent night, the holy night. Trevor has 6 grandbabies. Jeanette wants grandbabies too, but her kids are holding out on her. Thank you, Sandra. Tex Ritter's song Long Black Rifle. No, but I'll look it up. Hey, James Strohmeyer, Merry Christmas to you and your beautiful wife and your boys. Tell them all I said howdy. Here's one that Daryl Wayne Dasher and I just wrote. He released it as a single this year, so check out Daryl Wayne Dasher and Buckaroo Christmas Eve. There's a chill on the prairie, December winds blow. The cattle are lowing to sleep, campfires ablaze and the chores are all done. Horses are down by the creek. The smells from the chuck wagon call to us all. Cookie has a few tricks up his sleeve. Some eggs and molasses for sweet cornbread cake, and extra salt pork for the beans. And the stars shining down over Bethlehem, Texas. Bandana ribbons on a big tumbleweed. Make a cowboy camp, Yuletide tree on this Buckaroo Christmas Eve. Oh, lady dee dee, oh, dee. Skater pulls out his new harp. I fetch my old guitar. Round the campfire tonight, Christmas songs. It came upon a midnight clear as the coyotes are singing along. And the stars shining down over Bethlehem, Texas. Bandana ribbons on a big tumbleweed. make a cowboy camp, Yuletide tree on this buckaroo Christmas Eve. So I lay out my bedroll and I plan my tomorrow, another Christmas time so far from home, with a strong cup of coffee and my trusty old paint. This cowboy ain't never alone, and the stars shining down over Bethlehem, Texas, bandana ribbons on a big tumbleweed, make a cowboy camp, Yuletide tree, a buckaroo Christmas Eve. Buckaroo Christmas Eve. That might be the first time I've almost played the whole thing correctly this year. I haven't sung that song too many times, but when I have, I've cocked it up pretty good. So I'm feeling pretty good that here it is, almost the last time I can play it for the year, and I almost got it. Thank you, Scott, for the wonderful songs. I hope everyone has a very Merry Christmas. Thank you, you too, Larry. Be safe if you're traveling. Jeanette, Merry Christmas. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Sandra, Merry Christmas. Deborah, Merry Christmas. James, Merry Christmas. Jeanette, everybody here watching, thank you guys for hanging out with me. It's I'll be here next Friday for the last one of the year, and I'm gonna, I don't know, what'll I be telling you about? I won't be doing any Christmas songs, but I'll be gearing you up for what's coming up in 2024. I just had my last recording session of the year earlier this week with Kirsty Krause, and I got some exciting news there. So anyways, you guys, Merry Christmas. Please have fun with your friends, your family, whoever you're with, and thank you, Sandra. Yeah, pray for safe travels for everybody the next couple of days. It's going to be crazy out there. So wish you all a very, very Merry Christmas, and we'll see you next week. Be patient with people. Oh, real quick, I do want to also plug the single I put out a couple of years ago, maybe next year, Christmas. One of these days I'm going to learn how to play it. I don't know how to play my own dang song, but it has too many chords. But yeah, thank you, and check that song out too. If you have friends or family that are going through a tough year, because we all have tough Christmases, when as much as we love Christmas, or I love Christmas time, but there's times when you've lost family members, or you're going through a breakup, or for whatever reason you're just not in the mood for Christmas that year. And that's okay. It's okay to not be into it for a year or two, whatever you're going through. But Christmas will still come around, and that's kind of what that song is about. Is maybe next year I'm going to be more in the mood, but for this year I'm just going to kind of keep to myself, and that's okay. We're all going to have years like that. So share that song if you have anybody going through something like that, and y'all just be good to each other. I hope you get everything you want, and things you didn't even know you wanted. I'm just hoping to have a good time with everybody. And drinking songs next week, Larry said. Well, I can do that too. So, all right, y'all. Take care. Merry Christmas.